Yo, how we doing? Nice to see you, or you to see me. It's been a while, I've had a little break, but coming back. This video is going to be all about what do you do when you feel your business is failing or not going anywhere. It's a problem, it's a common problem which happens, and I've seen it happen loads of times, and I've recently just been through it. So I want to give you a few insights and a few tips on what I went through and how it can help you. So I would say I'm kind of in the midpoint of growing my practice and quitting the day job and doing the transition from creating my business around the lifestyle I want, and it's not an easy task, and you do feel like you have moments because you're kind of alone. So it's kind of a different scenario where you're kind of by yourself. As any freelancers or entrepreneurs or business owners, startups that are working alone, you'll get this feeling, and it's exactly what I've been through recently. I just wanted to give you a few little tips on how it's sort of happened for me and how I've got over it and how you can get over it too using these few tips. There was one point a couple of weeks ago where all I could do was just be negative. All I could do was just think about stuff that wasn't working. All I could do was focus on the shit that just didn't add any value or didn't bring me any happiness when I'm trying to build my business. And it was really tough to get out of that mindset where you're just struggling with everything. Then you start to lose energy, you start to lose focus, you start to lose self-discipline, and it's almost just like what can you do to get out of this, and you feel like you can't get out of it. Like, that negative mindset is very, very difficult, and it does happen. Like, you know, even myself, usually I've got a lot of energy and usually I'm smiling and happy and buzzing, but at that point I was just like, this is almost impossible. That was the mindset I was going in. So what I've done recently to sort of counteract that and get over that is, first of all, completely change my working day, change my routine, change my setup. You know, I started going to the gym in the mornings again, started listening to audiobooks, started listening to podcasts again, because I completely sacked all of that off, and it was really difficult to get back into that. You know, there was a low point where I think I went for a little walk, and I don't really know where I was going and what I was doing. I put some music on and thought that was going to help, but realistically I was almost at the point of breakdown. Like, I was getting emotional, like it wasn't pretty, it wasn't nice, and it wasn't a good space to be in, and it's difficult. You know, you can't really think of getting out of that. So here's a few tips. First of all, remember, whatever you do today is going to be for the future. Like, there's so much pressure when you're starting a new business or going out on your own in order to build up and replace your day job income. The one thing, you know, I kept thinking about was like, why am I worrying about the here and now? Like, so what I'm doing today is just going to help you towards the future, and I completely forgot about that. And you know, what you're doing today may not benefit you today, but it may benefit you in a month or 2 months or 6 months or a year down the line or 2 years or whatever it might be. Next tip is just to be consistent. Be consistent with your content, be consistent with your business, make the plan. You know, I prep a week in advance. Like, my diary is just fully booked up a week in advance. Like, on every Friday afternoon I'll plan the whole of the next week, so I know exactly what I'm doing. I'll block out time to focus on my business, block out time to focus on content creation, whatever it might be. Like, just to plan and be consistent with it. If you don't plan, like I didn't do it in a few weeks, and the next weeks I was just a bit scatty, I was a bit scatterdashing, I was all over the place, and I didn't really know what to focus on, where to focus my energy. And then all of a sudden you get into a cycle of just sitting there on your phone and your screen time goes up. If you missed my last video, I'll pop it here, have a watch of that. So yeah, the next tip is just to be patient. Very, very difficult when you're in a negative mindset, but realise the work you're doing today, it will benefit you in the future, and I think that's so important. And just remember to be patient. The next tip I got is, one of my game changer ones is working with my coach. Like, my coach, having worked with him for a couple of months now, really starting to feel like I know what I'm doing. Like, I know where I'm going, I know what direction I'm heading in. Any problem that comes up or any challenge that happens, like, we discuss it, speak about it, make a plan, move on from it. And it's one of those things that it's a complete game changer. I fully believe in obviously what I'm doing. Like, I'm not just saying this just because I am a coach, but like, there are so many benefits and so many factors to having a coach, and just having that structured environment when you're transitioning from, you know, employment, working for someone else, to creating a lifestyle and building a business around your lifestyle. So the next tip is just be wary. Unexpected things do happen. And you can't control that, and that's just life, and that's just one of those things which you can't plan to deal with something that hasn't even happened. But unexpected things do happen, and sometimes they're not great, sometimes they're amazing. You know, a lot of times they're not great, but it's just one of those things which life throws into you, which the constant grind is like going through day to day. And my final tip is literally just remember how far you've come and what you've done to get to where you are today. If you've got this far, there is a sole reason why, and why you started is, you know, when you reflect back and see what you've done, you look at your why, like, why did I start creating the life I want? Like, reflect back, just remember how far you've come and what you have achieved. You know, as the human brain, we always focus on the negative stuff, but realistically, if you focus on the good stuff that's actually happened and actually what you've done, that will pull you through. That will pull you through it out of that negative mindset. It's hard, it's not easy, it's not going to be overnight, it's not going to be immediate, but if you keep being consistent, go through those steps, be patient, grow that self-discipline back, plan, create, you know, you will get through these bad times. I'm nowhere near where I need to be at the moment, but I know I'm on the right track, and I know I'm just going to keep grinding away, and it will eventually come. Sometimes I look at those videos I did 2 years ago, a year ago, and look at them today, and I think, how far have I come, literally just from improving the structure, improving the way I create, improving things I do and things I say, and how I come across. Like, you don't do those things like overnight. It doesn't happen like that. It does take time. If you've got that patience, it will help. If you're a busy entrepreneur, if you're a mum, if you're a dad, you're trying to build a side hustle, build a business, if you're an entrepreneur, if you're a persistent dreamer, if you're trying to create a lifestyle you want, that, you know, you have these dreams and you have these ambitions and you have these goals, you don't know where to start, like, there is a way. Like, you do need to reach out, have conversations with people. Remember, balance is massive. Like, it's all good and well, like, work, but remember, have that fun, enjoy that time. Do not burn yourself out. It's not a nice feeling, and there is options. Also, I just wanted to let you know, like, I'm building a community for like-minded people like you. Head over to the link in the description, go through to my Facebook community. It's all gonna be about powerful, positive people, helping people get through situations which are not great and not hard. Like, there's going to be consistent content coming in there. Make sure you join the Facebook community. It's going to be a powerful thing. Also, you can check out my Instagram here at Ignite Your Mind UK. Make sure you click on that, follow me. I'm sharing daily stuff, like keeping you up to date of what's going on. And also make sure you subscribe, click the bell notification. Enjoy, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care.